Many people use it and many people don't. Ultimately, why do gamers dislike the Epic Games Store? Whether it's on Reddit, YouTube, or any online forum, you will see how people feel about this particular game selling platform. From the outside looking in, you wouldn't see much wrong with it. It has a simplistic interface, gives away amazing free games, and like Steam, it has a seasonal discount on video games. Where everything goes wrong with the Epic Games Store is when you realize that just like Sony, they have an exclusive deal with publishers to distribute specific games only on the Epic Games Store, leaving Steam and other platforms with nothing for a year. And we aren't talking about small indie games. They have Kena, God of War, Evil Dead, and the upcoming Dead Island 2. These are just a few mentions out of plenty. It is a known fact that gamers despise any sort of exclusivity deals, as it takes away from the experience of those without the platform with those games available. You may have the argument that you don't need to buy a new console to play Epic Game exclusives, you just need to download the desktop app. That is right, it is as simple as that, but the problem is gamers don't want to use the Epic Game Store at all. The Epic Game Store has had many bugs, starting issues, login email issues, and loading screen looping issues. It also lacks many of the features that make Steam superior. The Epic Game Store lacks a user review system that Steam possesses. In place of user reviews, they have critic reviews from companies like IGN and other big companies that could very well be paid off to post positive reviews. User reviews are so important because they come more natural and they give you a hint of what the game is gonna be like. Is it gonna be buggy? Does it have bad performance? Are you buying an unfinished game? All of these questions can be answered by the user criticism. Without this, the Epic Game Store forces you to do further research to figure out what you're getting into. Another feature missing from the Epic Game Store is the fact that they don't have a player count system. This feature allows you to know when a game has an active player base or is completely dead. Most importantly, what times are best to play a game depending on player population. There's no point in playing an online game that takes hours to find a match. So far, these are just two features out of many that make Epic a watered down version of Steam. Ultimately, the Epic Game Store has been a topic of controversy regarding spyware. Some people even went as far as saying that the Chinese government was using Epic to spy on the US. In addition, when you see that Tencent, a Chinese game publishing company, owns 40% of Epic Games, who really knows? Do you trust this company with your credit card information? Many people don't. And undoubtedly, they raise a lot of red flags when it comes to cybersecurity. In 2018, their website was breached because of a vulnerability causing millions of Fortnite accounts to be exposed. Stolen accounts and leaked credit card information was the result of this, and now it is totally understandable why gamers are concerned about this store, why they seem displeased with Epic. I almost forgot one more thing. As you know, Steam is a huge game seller. They are home to more than 50,000 unique games, from one developer games to the biggest AAA games available. Every developer wants to release on Steam. On the other side of the coin, Epic Games doesn't even add up to 1,000. Their data from 2021 actually shows that they have a little bit over 900 games currently. Seeing how in 2020 they had just 471 games, they are definitely growing exponentially, but at the end of the day, what they have is just not enough. And because of that, they are missing many gems, like Left 4 Dead for example. After seeing all of this, would you use the Epic Games Store? Do you think people are overreacting? Do you think they have a right to be concerned? Because yes, the store gives out huge games for free. They are very simple, and their game deals aren't the worst. But at the end of the day, they don't seem like a worthy candidate to beat Steam.